Hey everyone, welcome back to Sewing Talk with Heather. That's what I should call my channel, huh? I'm always down here talking by my sewing machines. So today I was going to talk about ghosting people, like when people are trying to reach you or trying to get your attention and you just don't respond. So you just don't get back to them. You're ghosting them. And to me, I think sometimes that's important. Like you need to do that because you need to be able to not be available all the time to everybody. You need to be able to work on your goals and what you're trying to accomplish and not be there every time somebody calls. I mean, obviously you want to be there to help people if they need help, but you don't always want to be available. All right. I got this on the tripod now, so it's not shaking as much. I won't be moving my hands. I move my hands when I talk. I don't know if you guys do that too. Just a habit, but anyway, I guess I'm really passionate about what I'm saying sometimes. So ghosting people, is it bad? Is it wrong? I guess it could be at times. I just feel like at times you don't always need to be available for everyone. Sometimes you need to ghost. Sometimes you need to not reply to people because it takes away from your focus and your energy goes into that. Like they want your attention. They think they need your help and they can't do something without you. And I felt this a lot when I was starting my business, like just friends, they weren't doing much with their lives. So they're texting me, calling me all the time, like, oh, let's get together. And yes, I'd love to make time for friends and family, but when I was starting my business, like that was my focus. Like I want to build this thing up because I knew it would take a long time. I knew it wasn't going to be overnight. It takes time. It takes years to accomplish the things we want to accomplish sometimes. So for me, I had to ghost people, like, because I knew I wasn't going to get anything done. If I kept checking my phone, every time you check your phone, it sets you back like 20 minutes. You get sidetracked. You start looking at other things. So when you just completely focus on what you're doing and set yourself some goals for the day, like say, hey, I'm not going to do anything else until I finish this one thing, you're more likely to get it done. You will get it done if you force yourself and you discipline yourself to do that. So that's what I did when I started my business. And well, not even just when I started my business, I still do it. I know I have things I need to get done. I have orders. I'm sewing, I'm cutting fabric, I'm doing stuff for social media, I'm editing photos, I'm thinking of new designs for the next year or whenever. So I'm working. So when I'm working, I want to work. I want to be in my zone. And my husband knows this. He's like, oh, you're in your zone. I'm like, yeah, and that's not a bad thing, because that's when you're going to focus the most, when you have no interruptions, nobody bothering you. I think everyone needs to eliminate more distractions. We're constantly on our phones. We're looking at something. Like I said, you get sidetracked so easily and the whole day can go by, hours can go by and you're like, what did I look at? What did I do with my day? I didn't accomplish anything. I didn't hit the goals I wanted to hit for that day. I didn't do things that were on my list I wanted to get done. So you have to focus. You have to cut yourself off, ghost yourself sometimes. Like, hey, I'm not doing this today. I'm not going to waste more time. You got to focus. Eliminate distractions. Stop being available. Stop putting more on your plate sometimes until you hit that one level where you want to hit that goal. Don't add more to the plate until you've hit that, got that plate done full, then go to the next plate. Keep the negative away. Focus on positive, the things you're excited about. And I've done that throughout my life. Like every time I have a new goal, I'm just so excited. I want to get there so fast. I'm kind of like a fast mover. So for example, when we wanted to get debt free, I was thinking of ways, how could we do it? We had our house, we had all our debt paid except for our house. And I'm like, there's got to be a quicker way. I want to be completely debt free. And I've talked about this before. But I started looking online and I'm like, hey, we can move across the country. We can move to another state and just sell this house, pay cash for the next one and hit the goal, be completely debt free. And that's what we ended up doing 6 years ago. And since then, we've been able to, my husband and I, save so much more, have more freedom, travel, do all the things we want to do. And we hit that goal. Now we have our house paid for. So to me, after I hit that goal, it's like, okay, what's next? And I've heard people, people try to talk us out of it. Like, oh, why do you want to do that? Why would you want to leave? Why do you want to move there? And it's like, because this is our goal and this is what we want to do. We want to hit it. So you got to cut out the distractions, keep that negative away, keep that positive energy and mindset, front and center, because it can bring you down. What do they say? The 5 closest people you surround yourself with, you end up behaving like them or acting like them. So when I get a lot of negative people in my life, or just, one or two here and there, I just start, stepping back, and I'm like, I don't want that in my life. I don't want to be around it. It doesn't mean I don't care about somebody, but I limit my exposure to it because I don't want the negative. I always, try to think of the next thing I want to do in my life and the positive. And I've had people, especially older people, they just like want to shut it down and say, why would you want to do that? Because that's my goal. That's what came to me, and that's what I want to work on. Just because they don't want to do it, or they're afraid of, or they never did, I don't think they should be putting other people down for wanting to achieve their goals or wanting to be successful in their life. And there's a nice way of doing it. There's a nice way of refusing people. Just kindly refuse them. People want your attention. They want you to reply to their text right away. You just don't respond. Or you can say something nice and try to just shut it down immediately. Like, I don't want to keep going on with this conversation, or I don't want to plan anything right now. I'm busy, sorry, hope you have a good week. That kind of thing. Just keep it short and sweet, nice. It doesn't mean you're being mean. It just means that no, the answer is no. I'm not available. Like, I don't want to do it. I don't want to put my time and energy into that. So I'll try to keep this a short ramble for today. It was just something that I've been thinking about, and I've thought about through my life because I've done it myself. And I still do it, I guess, from time to time. My goals aren't as big as they used to be because I hit most of my goals. So I am more available, I think, to people. I have more free time, but I do choose who I want to spend my time with, and I limit the negative. So I guess the message here would be, it's better to be happy with yourself and the outcome of your life than to please others. I'd rather be happy with myself than hate myself or not like myself because I was just trying to please others. I want to be happy with what I did with my life, happy with, yes, how I treated people, but also with my accomplishments and what I did with my time. If you're always trying to please others, you're not going to be happy with yourself. So just some food for thought for you guys. Thanks for watching.